Hello, my dear student. It is the time for the textual part of our literature reader New Broadway. In this video, we'll cover all the question answer of chapter number 2 after 20 years. Question number 1 from the part understand the story is about an appointment between two friends. What is special about this appointment? The answer is the appointment was made 20 years back. Both the friends remember it and try to keep it. They came to appointed place at the appointed time, and this thing was the special about this appointment. Question number 2. At one point, the narrator calls this appointment as uncertain appointment. Do you agree with him? Why? Yes, it was uncertain. 20 years is a long time and it was not certain if the friend remembered the appointment. They didn't even know whether both of them were alive or not. So 20 years really a very long time. Means a small kid could be an adult till that time. So it's very hard to just remember the things or the promise that you have done 20 years back. So only this thing made this chapter special. Question number 3. Bob calls his friend Jimmy Wells the finest chap in the world and the truest and staunchest man in the world. Does Jimmy Wells justify this description? Pick sentences from the story to support your opinion. See, student, the answers of this chapters are little lengthy but easy to understand. Why? Because this chapter is really interesting. So the answer is yes, Jimmy does justify the term finest and staunchest used by his friend Bob. Jimmy, besides being a good friend, was an honest and sincere policeman too. He was finest man as he did not arrest his friend himself. A few sentences from the story to illustrate this are as follows. First is, I'll give him half an hour at least. If Jimmy is alive on earth, he will be here on time. Second sentence from the chapter, but I know Jimmy will meet me here if he is alive, for he always was the truest, staunchest old chap in the world. Third sentence, somehow I couldn't do it myself, so I went around and got a plain cloth man to do this job. So all these sentences are spoken by the characters of this story. First two sentences are spoken by Bob and the last sentence is spoken by Jimmy Wells. And staunchest word has been used many times. That means loyal, and that has come for Jimmy. Question number 4. Why do you think the Chicago police had been looking for Bob, whom they had nicknamed Silky Bob? Pick sentences from the story that show the kind of life Bob had led in the West. The answer is the Chicago police had been looking for Bob, perhaps for theft or robbery. He had been given nicknamed Silky Bob as he must have kept eluding them for a long time. His statement, I have had to compete with some of the sharpest wits who were after my wealth, refers to the policeman who used to try to catch him as he was using his wits to escape. Eluding means avoiding, and Bob has been given name Silky Bob, and silk is a kind of fabric that is very smooth and hard to manage. It's very slippery. So Bob had been given this name Silky Bob because every time he anyhow managed to escape very smoothly, as the silk fabric very smoothly slips from your hand. So it is not clear in the chapter that exactly what was the illegal profession of Bob, but he must have done a big theft or robbery. That's why Chicago police has sent all his regarding information to the other police station as well. And because of that, at the end of this chapter, Bob had caught by the New York police. Question number 5. O. Henry's stories are known for their surprise ending. What is the surprise at the end of this story? O. Henry is the writer of this story after 20 years. The surprise at the end of the story is that the friend who greeted Bob 20 minutes after 10 was actually a policeman who had been tipped off by Jimmy Wells. Jimmy himself was in surprise when he discovered that Bob was none other than the much wanted criminal Silky Bob when he struck a match and lit his cigar. So here first let me tell you, tipped off means to tell a secret. Okay, so Jimmy Wells told all the secret about Bob, and then he sent his colleague to meet Bob, introduced himself as Jimmy Wells. So it was a surprise for the readers. So first surprise is for the readers when they came to know that the man who met Bob was not Jimmy Wells but another policeman in the plain clothes. And the second surprise is for Jimmy Wells himself when he discovered that Bob was none other than the wanted criminal Silky Bob, and this he saw when he struck a match and lit his cigar. So there were two surprises, one for reader and one for Jimmy Wells himself. Question number 6. Do you think Jimmy Well's colleague played his role well? Using words and phrases from the story, explain how he managed to fool Bob. Jimmy's colleague shook his hand and talked to him in a familiar tone. When Bob remarked that the Jimmy he knew was a few inches shorter, he answered that he grew a bit after 20. Sentences from the story that illustrate this are: first is, a tall man in a long overcoat with collar turned up to his ears hurries across from the opposite side of the street. Next is, the old restaurant's gone Bob. And the last statement said by him, oh, I grew a bit after I was 20. So when Jimmy Wells' colleague met Bob as Jimmy Wells, Bob was not able to recognize him because his colleague was playing his role genuinely. Question number 7, choose the correct option. Some lines from the text have been taken here and some questions have been framed out of those lines. We have to choose the right options to tell the answer of that question. First is, you bet, I hope Jimmy has done half as well. He was a kind of plodder, though good fellow as he was. Bob means that his friend Jimmy Wells worked slowly and steadily but without imagination. 20 years later, Jimmy proved Bob's assessment about him to be, and the correct option is option number 3, quite incorrect, because he caught Silky Bob unawares and got him arrested. Next is, you have changed a lot, Jimmy. I always thought you were 2 or 3 inches shorter. These words of Bob indicate that. And the correct option is option number 1. He had an inkling that something was wrong but couldn't put his finger on it. Means when that man greeted Bob as Jimmy Wells, then Bob doubted on that man to be Jimmy Wells, but he was not sure to make or to prove his doubt right. Question number 8, here are some statements about the story you have just read. Tick the ones that you feel are correct. Correct the incorrect ones. So some statements from the chapter have been given here. We have to find the correct statement and make a tick on that, and the rest which are incorrect statement we have to make them correct. So the correct statements are statement number A, statement number B and statement number E. And the incorrect statements are statement number C, that is, according to Bob, Jimmy was an imaginative and adventurous young man. This is incorrect, and the correct statement will be, according to Bob, Jimmy was a plodder. Plodder means he works very slowly. Next incorrect statement is statement number D. Bob felt that life in the West threw you into a routine that made you dull. This is an incorrect statement, and the correct is, Bob felt a man gets into the routine in New York. It takes the West to make him sharp and agile. And the last incorrect statement is statement number F. In the end, Jimmy was overwitted by Bob. No, this is incorrect, and the correct one is, in the end, Bob was overwitted by Jimmy. Overwitted is called means Bob was really feeling very overconfident, but Jimmy recognized him, and ultimately Bob was caught by police. Question number 9 from the part info. There is an air of mystery about the events of the night. Do you think the weather too plays a part in heightening the mystery? The answer is there was an air of mystery about the events occurring at night, and the weather too played a part in heightening the mystery. The drizzle and the wind helped to blur the image of a person approaching Bob. Had it been a clear day, Bob might have been able to make out the difference much earlier and perhaps run away. Drizzle is called when rain comes very slowly. So because of the rain and wind, the weather becomes a little foggy, and in that foggy environment, Bob was not able to recognize the person who greeted himself as Jimmy Wells. If the weather had cleared, maybe Bob would have been recognized him and then perhaps run away. Question number 10 from the part reflect. Sometimes we have to make difficult choices in life. If you had been in Jimmy Wells' place, how would you have dealt with your feelings about your old friend on the one hand and your sense of duty and responsibility as a law-abiding citizen on the other? Would you have taken the same decision that policeman Wells took? Jimmy Wells was a hard-working and honest man. He had the sensitivity not to arrest his friend who had come all the way to meet him. It is a difficult decision to deal with your feelings about your old friend on the one hand and your sense of responsibility on the other. Putting the duty over friendship is difficult yet a logical decision for a policeman. So the situation to take one decision out of two comes in everybody's life, and at that time either you have to listen to your heart or your mind. But at that time, if you take the logical decision keeping your duty and responsibility in your mind, that you are not going to feel sad or regret in the future. So if we see that this story gives us a message too that should be implemented in our life. Last question from the part extension. Imagine you are Jimmy Wells. You have just discovered that your old friend Bob is indeed Silky Bob. You are reluctant to arrest your friend, so you request a colleague of yours to do so on your behalf. Obviously, Bob will have to be tricked into believing that the man approaching him is his old friend Jimmy Wells. Write the conversation you have with your colleague. Remember, you will need to discuss the following to help him impersonate you effectively. Some vital information about yourself so that he may not make a mistake during the conversation. Then some method of camouflage so that your colleague's face is not clearly visible to Bob. Then the ways in which you hold yourself, walk, talk, and a few of your mannerisms so that Bob is fooled. And engaging Bob in conversation so that he reveals crucial information about his life of crime. Work in groups of 3 and enact the scene in your class. This question need to be done by you yourself, but I have given here an example answer. Reluctant means hesitate. Impersonate means when you are copying the way of speaking or behaving of somebody else, means when you are copying someone else. And camouflage means when your appearance is of like that as you are making someone fool. This is used by our soldiers when their materials and everything others they use to make themselves and their equipments difficult to see while they are on the border. Their uniform, their ammunition, their bag and baggage, their hat, everything is that in the same print of the wild area so that it become difficult for the enemies to find them when they are hiding. So the same appearance the man had to took so that Bob could not recognize him easily. This is the conversation part as an answer of the question of the part extension. You can go through it. I have tried to include all the aspects that are asked in the question. With this, we have completed the textual part of the chapter after 20 years. That's it for now. Wait for me till I come with the next video.